Hey YouTube, Jim here. Welcome to Top 10 Archive. You know, for most of us, a home is a simple dwelling with enough walls for just the right amount of privacy and amenities that give us the creature comforts we crave. Then there are the visionaries behind these 10 abodes, which are easily the coolest houses found around the world. Warning, after this installment, you may never look at your humble home the same again. Hey, but you can look at plenty of new videos from Top 10 Archive by simply subscribing to the channel and clicking the bell. Leave a comment at the end about which one you thought was the coolest house on this list. Number 10. Turning House, Czech Republic. Are you tired of the same view of your neighbor's balcony? You know, the guy who refuses to close his bathrobe tight enough. Ew. While 73-year-old Bohumil Lahota may not have faced such an issue, he did come up with an ingenious and cool idea that could spare your eyes. Just by flipping a switch, Lahota's house rises out of the ground like a periscope and can then be turned to change the view. The two-story home sports living quarters upstairs and a swimming pool on the lower level, and was inspired by his boredom of building normal homes. Number 9. Elefante House, Cornville, Arizona. Most things made entirely out of natural materials are bound to be stunning works of art, and the Elefante home of Cornville, Arizona is a fine example of this. For 28 years, husband and wife team Michael Kahn and Lida Elefante collected materials to be used for a series of unique structures on 3 acres of land. Elefante, named for its elephant-like entrance, is the main housing structure, while Hippodome is a domed building fit with a piano and all of the needed utilities. Additional buildings throughout the property carry the same outlandish and natural style, designed from reclaimed building supplies and driftwood. Number 8. Fallingwater, Bear Run, Pennsylvania. It's a serene escape hidden within the deep forest of southwestern Pennsylvania, separated from the bustling city of Pittsburgh by 90 minutes. In 1935, famed American architect Frank Lloyd Wright designed this retreat, which was commissioned by Lillian Kaufman, wife of businessman and department store owner Edgar J. Kaufman. While the home itself is a magnificent piece of architecture that even the Smithsonian Institution believes everyone should visit, the exterior is possibly its most striking feature. Built right into the surrounding natural beauty, a waterfall cuts beneath the home, while towering green foliage surrounds the property as if hiding it from our prying eyes. Number 7. Wooden Skyscraper House, Arkhangelsk, Russia. We're not sure whether we should marvel at this 144-foot-tall wooden structure or set it on fire in fear of the monstrosity that may live within. Built by a small-time gangster, Nikolai Surtyagin, construction on the towering structure began in 1992 and originally started out as a more modest 2-story home. After a trip to Japan, he saw flaws in his original design and reworked the structure, eventually winding up with the 13-story beast that overlooks the Russian city. Though Surtyagin is proud of his creation, his neighbors are less enthused and continue to fight construction through city bylaws. Unfazed by his opposition, the gangster stands by his mishmash of wooden planks. Number 6. Dar al-Hajar, Yemen. Now, we did our best to keep castles and mansions off this list, but this Middle Eastern obscurity earned its place by being incredibly unique and a fascinating piece of architecture. The bones of Dar al-Hajar Palace in Yemen date back to the 1700s, but the structure you see atop the rock was designed and built in the 1930s by Islamic spiritual leader Yahya Mohammed Hamedin. The home isn't even just what you can see jutting from the rock, as rooms were carved into the spire, hiding much of this labyrinthian 5-story former royal residence. Sadly, there are no vacancies, as Dar al-Hajar was converted into a free museum. Number 5. Giant Seashell House, Mexico. Do you think it's better down where it's wetter? Then you may love this interpretation of a giant seashell that was designed and built by Javier Senosian from Arquitectura Organica. Inspired by Gaudí and Frank Lloyd Wright, the interior of the seashell is as whimsical as it looks. A wall of colored circles paint the basic interior walls a myriad of colors, while patches of greenery infuse a mixture of natural and handcrafted beauty. From the bathrooms to the kitchen, the giant seashell house is an incredible example of unusual but stunning architecture. Number 4. Star Trek Voyager House, Leicestershire. Now there's being a fan of a television show, and then there's bordering the line of forgetting it's just a television show. Tony Alene wavered heavily on that line when he designed his home after the interior of the Star Trek Voyager spaceship. Last listed at a price of around $91,000, the Voyager home comes complete with telltale blips, bloops, and lights that only true Star Trek fans would recognize. If you're not sure about that price tag, let's not forget that you also get your own transporter. Number 3. Airplane House, Lebanon. Miziara, Lebanon sports quite the strange collection of homes, from Egyptian pyramids to Greek temples. But possibly its most striking is the Airplane House, which is exactly what it sounds like. Constructed in 1975, the Airplane House is a 2-story home with all the expected exterior features of an Airbus A380. 30 portholes line the side, bringing in plenty of light to the unusual home's interior, which is shockingly more classical in its design and architecture. The Airplane House has everything needed for everyday living, including a Virgin Mary statue built into the wing where the European Union flag would normally be stamped. Number 2. The Flintstones home, Malibu, California. First owned by television host Dick Clark, this rather familiar-looking home in Malibu is a prehistoric dream. Just as the name implies, the million-dollar abode was modeled after the home of everybody's favorite primitive family, the Flintstones. Built upon 73 acres by architect Philip John Brown, the stone-looking structure sports 1 bedroom, 2 bathrooms, and was built from wood and steel. The rocky facade was achieved by mixing stucco with rocks and was implemented to appease the Santa Monica Mountains Conservancy, which was against Clark building within the Santa Monica Mountains. Number 1. The Slide House, Japan. Are you tired of having only one option to get from one story of your home to the next? Japan's level architects may have solved the issue with what's been dubbed the Slide House. Connecting the home's 3 stories is a slide that encircles one side of the rectangular home. While you have to climb a set of stairs on the opposite end of the abode to get to the 3rd story, your descent down can be quite a bit more fun. The interior may be otherwise pretty plain and modernized, but this functional home is anything but ordinary. It has slides. Thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a comment about which one you think is the coolest house. Remember to subscribe, click the bell so you get notified whenever we upload a new video. Hey, think you're a trivia guru? Be sure to check out our 2nd channel when we quiz you on the videos found on this channel. Either search Test and Quiz channel or head over to our featured tab. And oh look, here's some more videos you can click to watch right now.